Guys, civil disobedience is actually a duty of care. So you have a duty of care to tell the government to go and stuff itself when it steps over the line. Government has always stepped over the line. Government, by definition, is stepping over the line of human sovereignty and of natural law. Governments are entirely rogue and they shouldn't exist, okay? That's the fact of the matter. And yes, human beings managed for tens of thousands of years to auto-determine themselves and be the arbiters of their own destiny, their own fate, and grow fucking apples and oranges and live happily ever after, okay? So get this out of your stupid heads, and this is a rhetorical, that we need government. We never did. It's something that crept in since the Vatican, the satanic Vatican Church, weaponized the message of Yeshua, Isa bin Maryam, converted that into Satanism, and then delivered unto us the hegemony of the crowns of Europe through central command and control and blood ritualism. That's all the goddamn Belgian crown gave us. That's all the goddamn British crown gave us. The French, the Germans, all of them, the French, the Spanish and the Portuguese and the Dutch, okay? The imperial hegemony of the crowns of Europe with the extension of the Vatican complex. Okay, get that straight. They bastardized and butchered Judaism and infiltrated it along the way. They bastardized and butchered Christianity. They bastardized and butchered the message of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. All of the great avatars and masters who had a perfect good cultural reason for their beautiful message of the day. All of that stuff was co-opted, butchered, bastardized, mutated into what we've got today, which is supreme command and control within a Luciferic echelon, operating now through the apparatus of all governments, which themselves are indentured to their banks and the banksters and the consolidated banker class, IMF, World Bank, Bank of International Settlements. Israel plays a huge role in that, okay? You always have done. You also have been very weaponized since your inception, since the Balfour Declaration. The point is this: we need to stop identifying with government and with being governed. That's the point of this. That's the gift we give to ourselves by awakening within this dream spell. Good living men and women of the living soil, sons and daughters of God, learn the art of civil disobedience. Learn to withhold taxes. Personal income taxes should never be paid. It's a crime against yourself. It's a crime against reason. It is you defrauding yourself because the goddamn state monetizes and securitizes you anyway without ever telling you. Okay, since the day of your birth, when you're flipped into a fucking birth certificate and a treasury bond. Learn what's going on in the Babylonian basement. If you really care about what is happening with Corona and COVID, really use this time in the cave, okay? When you're forced off the streets to wear a stupid mask and play into a pantomime, at least use this God-given time to really go into the basement and face the horrors. I'm not talking about the articulation of the Holocaust. I'm talking about the Holocaust that's happening today, that Israel is playing a very foundational role in, perpetrating against the rest of humanity. It is shameful, and it's required that the good sons and daughters of God in Israel stand up now, today. Okay, civil disobedience. It is your duty of care. Withhold those goddamn taxes. Deregister your children, your farms, your vehicles from the state apparatus, which is satanic in extreme. Begin the art of prosecution. Learn from people like Tamir Turgal and his friends. Name and shame every witless, gutless, and godless little tyrant. Petty tyrant on the streets of Tel Aviv and Nazareth, everywhere in Israel. Name and shame them. Get their faces on Facebook. The police, the tyrants, the enablers of the status quo. Every little petty tyrant in the local nightclub or restaurant or supermarket. Start to name and shame the sons of bitches, because that's what they are. Okay? You must do this. We don't get another chance. We are being censored. We're being taken down. The algorithms are out of control. The AI transhumanism is out of control. It is beginning to erode and corrode our very possibility of human exchange and communication. That is where we are at right now.